Hello and welcome back to Prior's Flat here. Matthew Erskine speaking to you from the game between Tynedale and Newcastle City. Tynedale 69-4-2 in the 20th, chasing 169 to win. So exactly 100 to win now for Tynedale. They have lost 2 wickets so far. Jamie Crichton was the last man to go. He was bowled by Zeb Khan, and he went when the score was at 54 and he went for 21. Kant was the man before that, but Mannion's still there on 36, and he faces up now to the next ball, and he comes down the pitch and takes that one on the full and pushes it back along the ground to the bowler. No run, still 69 for 2. Mannion 36, James Rainford the new batsman, 5 not out at the moment. Left arm round now, and there's a sweep shot, and that'll go for 4 over towards Prior's terrace there, and it just hits the wall now across to our right hand side. So 4 more to the total. Mannion needed an innings, and he's given himself one today. 40 not out now. The score's gone to 73 for 2, and the ball's just been returned from the boundary rope down there. So we've still got the sun here. It's a little chilly with a breeze here at Prior's Flat tonight, but the sun out, there's plenty of people, well, there's a few people out in the sun still. As in goes Khan again, and there's a full ball, left arm around the wicket, and that one's pushed out towards the tennis courts by Mannion, where it's picked up at extra cover. No run, so we've got 1 slip, we've got a deep backward point, 2 in the covers as Khan's in again now and bowls to Mannion, who comes forward and just plays that one on the full as well. Little half volley there, and it pushes it out to this leg side this time, where it's picked up and there is no run. So here we go. Here's Khan again between umpire and stumps to bowl. Mannion, and that one moved away from him, played down the line, and the ball just left him and through to the wicketkeeper Pad Malaya. No run. A close one there for Mannion. And here he goes, just snuggles in again now with a slip down as well. And here's Khan bowling to Mannion. Mannion safely enough plays that one out to the offside, and there is no run, and that's the end of the 20th over. 73 for 2. Mannion 40 and James Rainford 5. And I just had a text, hello to Vicky sitting next to us here, but it's not Vicky Dent. It's hello to Vicky Grundy. She's from Gunnerton, so I've been asked to say hello to her. And we've got Ulhack, who's going to bowl again. He's been bowling for the last few overs from that top end. So this is the 21st. We've got James Rainford taking strike. We've got Pad Malaya, the captain and wicketkeeper, directing things with his cap off at the moment. He's just putting the hard hat down behind him. We're going to have a slip, a deep backward square. We've got a mid wicket, a deep mid on and a deep mid off. 2 extra covers, a point, and about a 3rd slip, and I think there's going to be a leg by there. Rainford tried to play away to the leg side there, but he didn't get any bat on it. Umpire Davidson down there just signals up to the scorers. So 1 more to the total there, 74 for 2 now, Tynedale, and 169 to win. So here we go, here's Mannion. You'll remember Mannion's a right-hander. Now one of the extra covers is just that Stubbs is just dropping down to the deep cover boundary in front of the house end. Now here's Ulhack. Gangly action there, 6 runs over mid wicket and into the tennis courts it goes. Mannion it is who struck that one. Turned the bat on it. He turned the bat inwards when he hit that shot, and it came off the middle and up it goes. He goes to 46, and it's 80 for 2 Tynedale in the 21st over. 70, 80, 81 to win now, is it? I'll just have a look at the scoreboard there. 89 to win now for Tynedale. And I've just seen Jan Sewell. Jan Sewell is in Tynedale Cricket Club. So here's the ball back yet. We're just looking for the ball here. And it's 80 for 2 Tynedale. Mannion's on 46, so this will be, so if he can get there, He's heading towards his first half century of his first 50 of the season in the league anyway. And here he comes now. Here's Ulhack. Up he comes and bowls. And there's Mannion, who plays all defensively out to the offside, where it's fielded by Stubbs there, running in from extra cover, and there is no run. So it's a quiet, peaceful afternoon, just the odd bit of encouragement from the sidelines, and the players on the field piercing the sort of anticipated silence at the moment. As in comes Ulhack again, past the umpire and bowls, and that was short, but it didn't get up much, and Mannion is just able to defend it from the crease again, out to Stubbs there at cover point, and there's no run, and I think we're about to start the party here. 7 o'clock the party starts, and there's one or two people look as if they're arriving in party gear, all dressed up to the nines, as here's Ulhack again now. He's about to come in to bowl, long off and long on in place, bowling to Mannion. Mannion chips it away high, and it's going towards the field of a long leg, but it's gone for 4, I think. Yes, it bounced very high in front of the fielder there, and he just couldn't get a hand to it. So 4 runs, and the applause you hear there is because Mannion has gone to his 50, and that's his first 50 of the season in the league for Tynedale this year. So congratulations to him, and he'll be hoping, and Tynedale will be hoping, that he can go on and see this match through. So it's 84 for 2 wickets, and it's Ulhack to bowl again. 4 in the deep for Newcastle City, 2 to leg and 2 to the off. Mannion drives high and long, and it's going for 1 bounce for a 4. Over towards the bottom corner there, up by Prior's Terrace to our right hand side. And that's the end of the over. So 2 4s to finish that one. Mannion's gone to 54, the score goes to 88 for 2. And it's 81 now to win for Tynedale. The score, it was 169 we had it at for 169 all out Newcastle City, but the umpires had a word with the scorers before the tea interval as the innings finished, and it was revised down 1 because we had an extra 1 put in without on an overthrow in the Newcastle City innings, so revised down 168 all out. It was for Newcastle City. Paul Newton 4 wickets, and now we're going to have Rainford on to strike at the top end, and he'll have his part of his back to the hills up above Oakwood and across, going right, heading away across the top past the riding, across towards Santo there, and we've just lost the sun for a little while here. Now here goes Saney, who's come on to bowl. Saney to Rainford. Rainford drives, and they're running. They're going to get 1 here to the fielder at deepish extra cover right on the edge of the circle across to our left. So 1 to the total. Rainford goes to 6. The score goes to 89. So 80 to win now for Tynedale. And you would think 22 overs. This is the 22nd over. So you'd think at the moment the overs are just creeping out of it a bit, but let's see what happens. Now it's Saney, right arm over the wicket, medium fast bowler. Here he goes past the umpire now, bowls, and that's nicely flicked round the corner up towards the boundary, and he's going to get 4 for it. What a lovely shot there from Mannion. Just saw that one coming from his leg stump and guided it, just helped it on its way up towards Prior's Terrace there, and the boundary rope. So 4 more to the total, just as the sun went in as well. 93 for 2 Tynedale. Mannion's gone to 58, and it'll be Mannion again. 1 slip in now, and a gully, a deep point. Here's Saney again, right arm over the wicket he goes and bowls to Mannion outside the off stump this time, and it goes thump into Padmalair's gloves. He takes that one quite wide of the off stump there. Mannion just didn't have any interest in that one and let it through. So he's played steadily so far. Let's see if he can carry on here. Here he goes, faces up to Sanu again. Bowls, and there's a full ball and it's pushed out, and there's a misfield there up to the tennis courts. And they don't take a run though. So the score remains at 93 for 2. Tynedale. 169 to win. Sanu again now. Mannion, and that one kept low, and oh, what a shot. He's managed to chop the bat down onto it there, and it races up towards the right hand side of the scoreboard, and it crosses over now. It's picked up by one of the spectators down there. So another boundary to Mannion. He goes to 62, the score goes to 97, and at the moment he doesn't seem to be suffering from a 7.5 hour delay to his flight yesterday. A delivery of energy drinks might have seen to that, as he just has a little look around the field now, scans the field now, sets himself with a slip for Sanu. And there's a shout there, and he's going to give him out that time. Struck him on the front pad, and it's umpire Stoneman who gives him out. And he went for the little flick again, a little flick round the corner, trying to help it on his way. And he got forward but not too far, and it struck him quite low down on the pad, and he goes for an excellent innings of 62 from Sam Mannion. Tynedale 97 for 3 in the 22nd over. And the new batsman going in for Tynedale. I didn't mean to cut over the applause there, but it's Dan Parker who's going in at number 5 for Tynedale to join James Rainford, who's 6 not out. He's a left-hander, Dan Parker. Scores of 33 not out, 6, 49 and 22 so far this season. He didn't bat in the first match versus Linz. And that was also the end of the over, the last ball of the 22nd. So we're going to have, is it Khan who's going to come on from the top end again? No. So we're going to have 2 slips here for Rainford. There's a bit of posturing in the field here. They don't know which way they're going at the moment. We're nothing behind square on the leg side over towards the bottom end opposite us of the tennis courts. We've got a deep square leg, we've got a mid wicket. We're going to have a deep mid on and a deep mid off, 2/3 of the way back to the boundary there. We've got 2 extra covers and a backward point. So here we go. Here's one, and he's edged that one over the top of second slip. It's racing up to the boundary beside us here. They're running, they've run 2, and that's a good stop there from the fieldsman. In it goes, right on the boundary's edge, a good dive and stop, and Rainford gets himself 3 runs. So that's the 100 up for Tynedale. Rainford goes to 9 with that shot. And now we've got another change in the field for the left-hander Parker to face his first ball here. So we're going to have 1 slip, and we're going to have a point. We've got a leg slip in place as well. We've got 1 in the covers. We've got a deep mid on and a deep mid off still. We've got 2 close mid wickets and a deep square leg. And there's Con, and that's edged just past the left hand of the diving slip there. They're running, they've got 2. Are they coming back for 3? No, they're not. They hold off and the ball comes in. So 2 more runs to the total there for Tynedale. It goes to 102. 67 now to win for the home side. And here's Parker, just settles in with 2 slips in the wicketkeeper for company. There's a big gap behind square on this leg side. So if he can get the ball round the corner here, he'll be in for some runs. But here comes Corn again over the wicket in towards us this time, and that's on the off stump, and it's just defended down. Square of the wicket on the tennis court side. And no run there. Still the score at 100 for 3. 102 for 3. It's just clicked over there, and there's Parker, who pushes the ball back and slightly off to the leg side, and the ball comes to a stop before Fielder gets to it there. He picks it up. That's Stubbs who picks it up there and throws the ball back to Corn. Now Corn again, past umpire Davidson as he comes in. A little bit quicker that time, and that has all defensive there from Parker, and the ball just trickles out onto the offside, and it's picked up quickly. And the ball's thrown back to the bowler, Zayab Khan, and now he comes in again now. Bowls. And there's Parker, and that's hit him on the pad, and he's given him out. He's out, LBW, playing forward. He was a long way forward there, Parker, but umpire Davison concurs with the appeal there, and Parker is gone, and he's gone for 2. Tynedale 102 for 4. Parker LBW in the 23rd over. So there we go, not a long innings for Parker today, given out by umpire Davidson. And the new batsman going in for Tynedale, Callan McCabe, in his first tour match, the first time he'll have batted for Tynedale here, and he's very eager as he goes out there, and he's on his way now. But he walks out to a scene of sunlight hitting the hills around the ground across there to the northeast, and the sun just appearing back here at Priors Flat, with Tynedale 102 for 4 in the 23rd. So here we go now. Rainford it is to face up this time. That was the end of, so we've had a wicket on the last ball of the last 2 overs, because it's a new over now. James Rainford is about to face. He's 9 not out, and it's going to be Sini to bowl again, right arm over the wicket, and we're going to have the third man in a fine leg, a deepish gully there, a very deep point, a deep cover extra, mid off, mid on, and a mid wicket. Sini bowls to Rainford, who pushes out to the offside towards the tennis courts, but it's fielded there with extra cover, and there's no run. The ball's quickly back to Sini now. He just looks round, has a look that his field's set all right. So Padmaley's the wicket-keeper and captain. He's decided to come up and stand right up close to the stumps, standing back for the first ball there, but just to put a bit of pressure on Rainford. Here is Rainford now facing Sini bowls, and that's wide of the off stump, and tried to tempt him into a swing at that one, and Rainford did try to reach it there, but it missed by a long way, and from here it looked like it missed from a long way. But in goes Sini again now and bowls again wide of that off stump, and Rainford rocks back, and he's going to get 4 to the tennis courts that time. Rocks back and just punches it through, and a couple of bounces hit quite hard there, bounced up and up, and away it went for a boundary. So the score's gone to 106 for 4, Tynedale. 63 it is to win now for the home side. Rainford's moved to 13. Sini again looking at his field placings here. In he goes and bowls, and there's Rainford who drives high, and it's missed the fielder over mid-off, and it's running for 4 across to our left by the sight screen, just on the far side of the sight screen, across towards the tennis pavilion there. So a straight lofted drive there from Rainford takes it to 110, and he's gone to 17. And welcome if you've joined us at 6 o'clock for the broadcast. We're well into it now, but here's Sini again, and Rainford plays and misses, and I think there might have been a dropped catch there, a little edge, and it's gone through Padmiller, the wicket keeper, and there was a little edge because umpire Stoneman doesn't signal anything, so Rainford goes to 18, and the score goes to 111 for 4, and I think the captain, Padmiller, might have injured himself here. He seemed to fall arms and legs everywhere when he went over there. He didn't take it cleanly, the catch. So he looks like he's about to get up. 111 for 4, and Rainford went to 18 with that shot. McCabe will be about to face his first ball, and they're just having a little look down there now. There's a couple of others lying down as well, having a rest. So there we go. That's where we are at the moment. 111 for 4, Tynedale. And we might as well have a look and a word about one of our sponsors here at the moment while we've got this break in play. The Royal Oak Hotel at Cornsey Colliery. Never feel hungry again if you are travelling in County Durham this summer. Super Sunday dinners, scrumptious starters and punchy puddings can all be found at the Royal Oak Hotel, Cornsey Colliery, County Durham. Wash it all down with a variety of beers, wines, spirits and as many soft drinks as you can carry glasses for, and it's the perfect place for summer at this sporting pub supporting cricket, golf, darts and more. At the bottom of the bank, it's located at 1 Commercial Street, Cornsey Colliery, and it's the place to stop this summer, and you can find them on Facebook or call ahead for details on 0191 373 4224. If you're travelling by sat-nav, the postcode is DH79BN. And this looks rather serious here at Prior's Flat. The captain and wicketkeeper Sadiq Padmalaya looks like he's been helped off the field. He looks like he's stretched a muscle or something in his groin or his leg or something. And I don't know if we have a sub-fielder for Newcastle City, but somebody looks as if they're going to have to take over behind the stumps. So anyway, recap of that. Rainford played out and edged it, and it went really fast to Padmalaya, and after he caught it, he seemed to stretch all his legs. His legs went all different kinds of ways when he went down, and this is a shame to see a player going off like this, but he's on his way off. So Rainford and Callum McCabe out there just having a talk between themselves at the moment, and one or two of the spectators looking through the binoculars to see what's going on. But this is a long delay. We're in the 24th over. It's 111 for 4 Tynedale, chasing 169 to win. So 58 now for Tynedale to get, and he's almost halfway through the innings. So Padmalaya's has been rather just dumped on the wall to the left of us here. I think that's him, yes, and so somebody will have to take over behind the stumps here, so we're going to have to see. It looks like there's a bit of a discussion going on out there, but the sun's come back out here at Prior's Flat. The umpires are just together there as well. Umpire Davidson with his hands in his pockets, and umpire Stoneman there as well, half his jacket undone, just looking curiously at what's going to happen here. Doesn't look as if they want to do anything quickly, but we've got now it looks like there's something going to happen. I think we've got a player to go behind the stumps here. Yes, we're going to have a look, and it's definitely going to be Saini to continue bowling. Let's see now. We've still no reason why we've got still nobody going. He's got some painkillers going into him now. Has Sandeep Padmalaya. He's just sitting across on the wall beside it, well, about 20 yards away from us here. So it's going to be Saini to continue bowling, and it looks like we're going to get underway now. So we've only got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 on the field for Newcastle City now. So the field at the moment for the rest of this over is a third man and a final leg. We're going to have a mid-wicket in place, a mid-off, deep mid-off and a deep mid-on, a deep backward point and a cover and a deep cover. So that's what we're going to have. McCabe is about to face his first ball here. It's been a long wait for him with that little delay. So the right-hander, here's Saney now in the bowl. And that's wide of the off stump, and it's immediately beaten the new wicketkeeper there, and it runs up towards the long stop boundary where it's fielded and thrown in to the far end. And there was byes there to the total, so 1 bye, 112 for 4 at the end of that one. And Rainford 18, McCabe still yet to score, so he hasn't had one off the bat yet here at Priors Flat for Tynedale. We'll see what he can do with this next one. It's going to be Corn again who's going to bowl from that top end. He's had 2 spells now. He's bowled up there, and we'll see what's going to happen with the field. It's probably the worst time to be in cricket, broadcasting cricket at the moment, because there's not a lot happening out there, and there's not a lot happening around the outfield as well. It's just one of those evenings where things have started to lull a bit, but we're going to have 2 slips. We've got a deep backward point here. We've got a cover, a mid-off, a mid-on, a straightish mid-wicket and a square leg, a deep square leg over by the tennis courts. But round the wicket comes Corn now, and it's McCabe who defends this one out to the leg side, and it's picked up there at mid-on, and there is no run. No run to Tynedale, 112 for 4. As in comes Corn again, he's there and bowls, and McCabe forward in defence then, pushes the ball back just off the pitch on the offside, and it's Stubbs who runs in. That's Stubbs who runs in and collects that one. Yes it was. Yes. Corn again, and he comes. And there's McCabe preventing the full face again, and just smothers that one, and it only runs a couple of yards out, and the keeper picks that one up. No run, still 112 for 4. Now here's Corn again, and he comes, bowls, and there's a push hard out on the full to mid-on again, deep mid-on there. The 2 mid-off and mid-on fielders right on the edge of the circle, as is point at the moment. Not the old-fashioned point close in, but here's Corn again. Now round the wicket he comes, slower bowler, and there's McCabe again, just taking his time here, pushing that one out again. No run, still 112 for 4. McCabe yet to get off the mark. Here's Corn again now, turns at the end of his run. In and bowls, and there's McCabe who goes forward and pushes another one on the full out to deep mid-on there, where it's fielded off the ground, and that's the end of the over. It isn't thrown in, kept a hold of there, and after 25 it's 112 for 4 Tynedale, and it's 57 to win now for the home side, and if they did manage to get this, they will have their first full points victory of this season. So it's going to be Saney again who's going to bowl, and we'll see us through to the end of this over, and then we'll break off for a little cup of tea, and we'll come back at 7 o'clock, and by then the match will probably be either settled altogether, or we'll be getting very close to the end. And it's going to be Saney again to bowl here. He's got a long off and a long on in place. Remember, the down one fielder here. Pat Malaya, the wicketkeeper, went off, and Rainford driving, and it stopped in the covers there, out to the tennis court side this time. A nice diving stop to his left there, and the ball's thrown back to Saney, and with his shirt sleeves on, his shirt tucked in. And here's Saney again, and he goes to bowl to Rainford, who's back and trying to cut away this time, but plays and misses outside the off stump, through to the wicketkeeper, and there was no run. Still 112 for 4. Rainford on strike 18. He's had 8, 14, 65, 9 and 1 this season in his innings. As Seeney's in again to bowl. Full outside the off stump. He's driven this one out to the deep cover field over by the tennis courts, and they come through for a single. Rainford goes to 19 and the score goes to 113 for 4 Tynedale. So 55 now to win for the home side. Or 56 even. And here's Seeney, and he goes to bowl. He's there, and McCabe plays and misses outside the off this time. He came right forward there, and the ball goes through to the wicketkeeper. No run, still 113 for 4. And here's Seeney again, and he goes and bowls, and that one's left outside the off from McCabe. No run again. And I was right the first time. It's 55 to win for 56. I was right the second time again. There's somebody adding it up next to us here. But in goes Senior again, and that one's played away on the offside this time. And there's no run at the end of the over, so it's 113 for 4. Tynedale. They need another 56 to win. 169 the target, and we've had 26 overs so far. So we'll break off for a little break here on Cricket West Time. We'll be back up to at 7 o'clock, the scheduled broadcast. But if we get any closer to a result, we'll come back on and tell you all about it. Well, our next broadcast here at 7 o'clock on us from a sunny Priors flat. I'll speak to you again then. See you at 7 with Tynedale at 113 for 4.